never was a possibility. I don't know where that kind of stuff comes from. It's like, I tell people all the time, Tank's his own boss. Really don't have an opinion on that. Coach, if that's what Coach Calvin said, I respect his opinion. He's one of the top trainers in the sport. So that, I don't have an opinion.
But as I always say, contracts don't define relationships.
Leonard Ellerbe is very upset with Gervonta Davis for firing Calvin Ford. He says there was no way this would happen and is shocked and frustrated. Ellerbe believes Ford is a big reason for Davis's success. The situation is tense. Ellerbe has always supported Ford and thinks he should be named Trainer of the Year. He is frustrated that Ford doesn't get the credit he deserves and finds it confusing.
Again, I've been singing his praises. I've said when Tank wins this fight, he's going to be, in my opinion, he's going to be the front runner for Fighter of the Year. And there goes the trainer too.
Yeah.
He doesn't get a lot of credit for obvious reasons because, and it's just weird. That kind of thing's kind of weird to me because, not switching gears, but Roger never got Trainer of the Year when Floyd was Fighter of the Year.
Yeah.
His dad never got Trainer of the Year. So, I've been openly expressing that, and I think it's time that Calvin gets his just due.
Yeah.
Beyond work, Ellerbe and Ford have a strong bond. Their relationship is more than just business. It's built on respect and a shared passion for developing boxing talent. This deep connection has played a big role in helping fighters like Davis succeed.
We took his gym bag.
I remember that.
We took his gym bag, like I said.
This is best of the whole time.
The whole time. The whole time. We had so much
That was a
fun.
classic,
Yeah, we had so much fun.
That's a classic. I mean, but that's how this fight reminded me of, but I didn't know all the backstory.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of history with them clowns. A lot of history.
So this is going to be real crazy.
Leonard Ellerbe has been with Mayweather Promotions since it started, helping to promote fighters like Gervonta Davis. However, after disagreements about Davis's career path, Ellerbe decided to leave. His departure was a major change in the boxing promotion world.
The biggest news over the weekend to me was Leonard Ellerbe and Floyd Mayweather parting ways. I just was in Girls Collection a week and a half ago, and them niggas was in the club together. So to see Leonard Ellerbe, who started off, as far as I know, I'm not even talking about Grand Rapids, Michigan, or anything else when they growing up. He started off in the corner with Floyd. Not his main trainer or anything like that, but the nigga who get the water, the towel, and he started off a corner man to become the guy who actually started helping him run Mayweather Promotion.
Calvin Ford believes that while mentors can guide a fighter, success comes from their natural talent and destiny. He says no one person can take full credit for Davis's achievements, as Davis's potential was clear long before others got involved.
How important was it for Tank to learn?
That was the blessing. That wasn't my work. That wasn't Tank work. That wasn't Floyd work. It was the stars, the moons, or whatever. I'm bringing them together to create greatness, so we can have this greatness carry us to the next generation.
You showed humbleness on stage at the press conference today, giving it immense props to the guys at the other side of the table, to Tank, to Goosen, to...
I grew up off them. I grew up off the legends of what they did when we was watching boxing, when they said boxing was great. Boxing still is great.
Leonard Ellerbe has always praised Gervonta Davis for his incredible skills, power, and strong presence in the ring. He credits much of Davis's growth to Calvin Ford's intense training and guidance, acknowledging Ford's role in shaping him into a top fighter.
I'm very, very confident Tank beats all those guys. All those guys. You name, any of them you name, Tank can beat them.
Where would a fight with like a Devin Haney or a Teofimo Lopez sort of sit on the grand scheme of his schedule?
I don't think that you can put a timeline on that kind of stuff because the big fights happen when they really make sense for both sides. And, I know the fans get a little impatient at times, and that's understandable because they don't really understand how the business goes. Tank's coming off of a fight where, he's made tens of millions of dollars, and Tank alone has been generating, 8-figure revenue every single fight. Tank makes you an offer, it's probably not going to be what you expect because you get paid on what you kind of weigh. Tank is here, and the other guys are there, and I'm solely talking about generating the revenue.
After their professional split, Calvin Ford said he hopes Gervonta Davis keeps growing as a boxer. He stressed the need for Davis to find someone who can challenge him and help him improve, showing his genuine concern for Davis's career.
What's the best for him? I'm hoping that he do what I need him to do. You know what I'm saying? You see how I asked him, are you ready? You know what I'm saying? Because I need somebody that's going to really push that, so I can see different levels of it. This time I had a chance to step back, and everybody keeps saying, they changing up stuff. No, we ain't changed up anything. It's the same thing we always do. You know?
Going into the the training camp, how was it? Or you said yes, you stepped back a little bit. Well, how was it? Splitting the time. How's it going to be splitting the time to
no, this Saturday night? That we do all the time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Right now, y'all know all I gotta do is speak. Been taking out history since I was a kid. When I stepped in the gym, B said, "Yo, I'm glad you here now." He watched him. He said, "Boom," and I see the light in Tank. I just can't wait to see all of that come together. Fight night.
How's going back to being in the corner? How do you see Gervonta right now? Just being in camp, because at first when we talked to him in the press conference, he was very open about retiring and he was done. And now he said that
y'all have to understand. He a young man. He have a family. He want to do something. Enjoy something. Don't take some time. I took a little bit of time out. You get what I'm saying? It refreshes you. Get you back on that so tonight, he had a chance for me not being around him a lot. You know what I'm saying? I stepped in and I seen how he missed me and how I missed him. You know what I'm saying? I just can't wait to see.
Calvin Ford often looks back on Davis's early years, remembering how he stood out even as a young fighter, often surpassing his peers. Davis would often call Ford a father figure, showing the strong personal bond they shared beyond boxing.
When a kid was playing, he'd smack the shit out of the kid and then tell him to go get their parent. Then tell him why he was playing. and I used to sit there and trip off. He said, y'all shouldn't be playing with older guys. You get what I'm saying? When you playing with older guys, they supposed to check y'all. Get what I'm saying? And I said, damn, I told him good. You don't play with your elders or talk, out of line with them and whatnot. And I think Tank liked it that. Tank liked it that because, them two used to be together, man. I used to watch them and whatnot. And I had another kid in here. He used to say, man, your father the best, man. I wish they was my dad. And that's when Tank used to always say, that's my dad, coach, right there. You know what I'm saying? And it was just a family-orientated situation, man, that you couldn't get around it, man.
How does it feel having young men at the time, but now grown men calling you dad, and you're not their biological father?
Yo, it's scary.
Does that put a different pressure on you?
Well, I'm gonna tell you when it really hit me. One day I was in camp with Tank, and he had his little daughter, and he said, "They can pop right there." You know what I'm saying? And it made me broke down inside, and I was like, "Damn!" And when I look at him now, I still hear little Tank, but I know he a grown man now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it just shows you the work and the years that you put in, grooming an individual to become what he's going to become.
The bond between Davis and Ford goes beyond boxing. Davis has said that Ford has an incredible ability to predict his moves in the ring, knowing exactly when he's about to dominate an opponent. This shows their deep connection.
Matter of fact, before they stop it, I said every time I stop somebody, I call it out.
Every time he come in the corner and talk to him, I said, yo, what you doing? He'll look this way, he'll look this way. He's about to stop.
And I start touching them more and more. When they gonna give him the credit for one of the smartest boxers.
That was a beautiful boxing display. You know what I mean?
Smart.
That's what I call it. You wasn't looking for the knockout, but you was placing this shit.
Yeah, he already seen it.
He said, I can't
That's
get
the
hit.
difference. And Tank was holding the conversation. Tank said, yo, Tank can't, every fight Tank come and tell me, I'm going to knock him out. Yeah. He'll tell me, I'm going to knock him out.
What's up? It's your boy Gervonta Davis. Make sure y'all like and subscribe on the Rise Podcast.
Their story is one of loyalty, mentorship, and the highs and lows of the boxing world. As Davis moves forward in his career, the impact of Calvin Ford and Leonard Ellerbe remains undeniable. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to subscribe for more boxing updates, insights, and exclusive stories.